Hi dear students, welcome back to your English 2 online class. Today we will see Merchant of Venice Act 2 Scene 4. You may please take page number 59 Act 2 Scene 4. And this scene, it is a subplot of Jessica's elopement with Lorenzo. The word elopement means going with someone, going away from house with a lover. That is the elopement. Going away from house with the lover is called elopement. And in the last scene, Act 2, Scene 3, we had seen that Jessica wishes to go with Lorenzo. So here the Act 2, Scene 4. From here we get an idea about the elopement plan of Jessica and Lorenzo. In Venice, Bassanio's friends have planned the celebration at his dinner party. Lancelot delivers Jessica's letter to Lorenzo. So in this scene we can see that the friends of Bassanio, they plan a celebration for the dinner party. If you remember, in Act 2, Scene 2, we had seen that Bassanio wishes to have a dinner party Bassanio arranges a dinner party for his friends. So here, some of his friends in Act 2, Scene 4, we can see that some of the friends of Bassanio, they wanted to make the party very colorful and they just planned some kind of celebration. So in this scene, we can notice the celebration planned by the friends of Bassanio. And the other thing that we can notice from this scene is that Lancelot delivers Jessica's letter to Lorenzo. We can find a connection with the previous scene, Act 2, Scene 3. That in Act 2, Scene 3, Jessica gives a letter to Lancelot and says that you have to give this letter to Lorenzo secretly. So in Act 2, Scene 4, we will find that Lancelot gives the letter of Jessica to Lorenzo. Then Lorenzo informs Graziano how Jessica disguised as a torch bearer. Torch bearer means the person who carries the torch in front of a procession. And disguised means changing the appearance by wearing the mask or something, changing the appearance. So Lorenzo informs Graziano how Jessica will be disguised as a torch bearer for the elopement and would escape from her father's house with the money and jewels to elope with him. Here we can notice that Lorenzo says to Graziano how Jessica will be disguised in order to elope with Lorenzo, and then she will carry some money and jewels from her father's house. Her father's house means from Shylock's house. This scene provides a contrast to the serious business world of Venice and dwells on the subjects of disguise, loyalty and frivolity. This scene, it is a contrast to the serious business world of Venice. The last scenes we have seen about the seriousness, the business world there in Venice, but here it is a total contrast to the business world. And here what we can find, it is the subjects discussed in this scene are disguise, that means changing the appearance and planning a party there. Then the second subject is loyalty, that we have discussed in the last scene that Jessica is not bothered about the loyalty towards her father, but she wants to go with Lorenzo. And frivolity means considering the inappropriate things. We will see all the subjects in the scene now. So I hope that the introduction part is clear to you. Now we will discuss the scene. Scene 4. Venice, a street under Graziano, Lorenzo, Saladino and Salanio. The place where the scene takes place is Venice in a street. Graziano, Lorenzo, Saladino and Salanio are presented. In that occasion, Lorenzo says, "Nay, we will slink away in supper time, disguise us at my lodging, and return all in hour." No, we will slip away at supper time. Slip away means we will leave quietly, disguise ourselves at my lodging or house and then come back in an hour. We will leave the dinner party very quietly and then we will go and disguise ourselves. Disguise ourselves means changing the appearance for the celebration and the party. Because Bassanio's friends, Graciano, Lorenzo, Saladino and Salanio, they planned something for the party arranged by Bassanio, and that is a masque. So for that masque they have to change their appearance. That is why Lorenzo says that we will leave quietly the party and we will change the appearance, and within 1 hour we will be back to our dinner party. Then Graciano says, we have not made good preparation for the masque or the celebration. We have not made any good practice or good preparation. Saladino, we have not spoke as yet for the torch bearer. Here the friends, they planned for a masque. Masque means the participants, they wear a mask and they go in a procession, and there in front of them there is a torch bearer. So they planned about the masque but they did not plan about the torch bearer. Who will be the torch bearer? That is why Saladino says we have not spoke yet about the torch bearer. Torch bearer, as I told earlier, the person who carries the torch or the light. This villain, unless it may be finely ordered and better in my mind, not undertook. The word villain means disgusting or useless, and coinly ordered means arranged in style. It is a useless thing unless it is done properly. So if it is not done properly, then it is a useless thing, and according to me, here Saladino says that according to me it would be better not to do it. He says that if you are not arranging properly, then it is a useless thing. So according to me, it is better we should not attempt this one, or we should not do this one. Not undertook means don't attempt it, don't do it. Then Lorenzo says that this now but 4 o'clock. We have 2 hours to furnish us. This is only 4 o'clock now. We have 2 hours to furnish us, to get ourselves ready. We have got 2 hours to get ready. So make it fast. Now one more person enters, enter Launcelot with a letter. Friend Launcelot, what is the news? Then Launcelot says, and it shall please you to break up this, it shall seem to signify. So Launcelot enters into the scene, and by seeing Launcelot, Lorenzo asks, friend Launcelot, what is the news? What is the news? What news you have got? And in reply to that one, Launcelot says, if you open the letter, then you will find what is the news for you. Here Launcelot carries a letter, and Lorenzo asks Launcelot, what is the news? Then Launcelot says that once you open this letter, you will understand what is the news for you. Then Lorenzo says, I know the hand in fair. This is a fair hand, and whiter than the paper it write on. Is the fair hand that write? Lorenzo says, I recognize the handwriting. I know the handwriting. And indeed, it was written by a fair hand, which is whiter than the paper it wrote on. So here Lorenzo recognized the handwriting of Jessica, and he identified who wrote the letter, and he understands that that is a letter from Jessica. How he recognized that it is a letter from Jessica? From the handwriting. I know the handwriting, and indeed, in faith means indeed. This is a fair hand, and the speciality of that hand is that it is whiter than the paper in which it wrote on. Then Graciano says to Lorenzo, Graciano, love news in faith. It may be a love news. Graciano says that I hope that this is a love letter or love news. Then Launcelot, by your leave, sir. Here Launcelot is taking leave and says that may I leave, sir. Lorenzo says, Whither goest thou? Where are you going now? Lancelot says, Marry, sir, to bid my old master, the Jew, to sup tonight with my new master, the Christian. By Blessed Mary, sir, I am going to invite my old master, Shylock, my previous master, and to have supper tonight with my new master, the Christian. So that is the answer from Lancelot. Now I am going in order to invite my previous master, the Jew, to the supper arranged by my new master, the Christian. Then Lorenzo says, hold here, take this, give money, tell gentle Jessica I will not fail her, speak it privately. Go, gentlemen. So here Lorenzo also gives some money to Lancelot and says that you have to tell gentle Jessica, you have to tell Jessica that I will not let her down. That means he will surely marry Jessica. Tell her that I will not fail her and you have to speak privately with Jessica. Now you can go. Then Lancelot exits from the scene and then Lorenzo says to his friends, will you prepare you for this masque tonight? I am provided of a torch bearer. Prepare you means prepare yourself and masque. As I told earlier, it is a procession in which those who took part wore masks. The participants, they have to wear a mask in the procession. So Lorenzo says to his friends that, gentlemen, will you prepare for the masque tonight? I have arranged a torch bearer. I have got a torch bearer and we will know about the torch bearer later. From the letter he got from Jessica, Lorenzo got an idea about the torch bearer. That is why he says to his friends that now you arrange for the masque. I have got a torch bearer. Earlier Salanio asked about the torch bearer. Now Lorenzo gives the answer. I have got the torch bearer. You have to arrange all other things. Salarino says, Hey Mary, I will be. Salarino says, Hey Mary, I will be gone about it straight. Yes, indeed, I will go to make necessary preparation at once. Now I will go and prepare everything very soon. And then Salarino says, and so will I, and I will also do the same. Lorenzo says to these two friends that, meet me and Graciano at Graciano's lodging some hour hence. Meet me and Graciano at his house in about an hour from now. So here Salarino and Salanio, they take responsibility for the arrangement of the masque, and Lorenzo says to them, you have to meet me and Graciano at Graciano's house when about an hour from now. Within 1 hour you have to meet me and Graciano at Graciano's house. Salarino says, this good we do. It is good that we do so. We will do everything in very fast and we will do whatever you said. Then Graciano is asking to Lorenzo about the letter. Was not that letter from fair Jessica? Wasn't that letter from lovely Jessica? Whether that letter is from your love Jessica. Lorenzo says, I must needs tell thee all. Here Lorenzo says to Graciano that I must tell you everything about it. The things that is mentioned in the letter, Lorenzo says that I will tell you. She has given instructions about how I should arrange for her escape from her father's house. The first instruction, she has directed how I shall take her from her father's house means she has given instructions about how I should arrange for the escape of Jessica from her father's house. The instruction is given by Jessica how Lorenzo should take Jessica from Shylock's house. And the second thing that is there in the letter is that what gold and jewels she is furnished with. Furnished with means supplied. So she has told me the amount of gold and jewels she can bring with her. In the letter, Jessica gives an idea about the money and the jewels that she will take during the elopement. So she gives an idea about the amount of gold and jewels she can bring with her. And the third one, what pages should she have in readiness? The pages should, the meaning it is given, uniform of a boy in service to a person of a high rank. During the elopement, she has to change her appearance. Why? Otherwise, others may recognize. Sometimes even Shylock may recognize Jessica. So, in order to deceive all others, she says that she will be in a uniform of a servant, uniform of a boy in service to a person of high rank. So she will be dressed in a boy's dress code. So we had seen the matters discussed in the letter. The first one, Jessica had given some instructions how Lorenzo should take Jessica from Shylock's house. And the second one is that how much money and jewels Jessica will bring during the elopement. And the third one, Jessica will be disguised in a servant boy's dress code. After discussing about the letter, then Lorenzo says about Jessica to Graciano. What he says here, if e'er the Jew her father come to heaven, it will be for his gentle daughter's sake. He says that if the Jew her father, who is that Shylock, if Shylock ever goes to heaven, it will be because of his gentle daughter. Only because of the virtues and the values of Jessica, Shylock can go to heaven. Otherwise, because of his qualities, Shylock can't go to heaven. Why? Because he is not a good person. Since Shylock is not a good person, Lorenzo says here that if Shylock can go to heaven, then only because of Jessica's good qualities, Shylock can go to heaven. Otherwise, he can never go to heaven. Then he continues that, and never dare misfortune cross her foot unless she do it under this excuse that she is issued to a faithless Jew. Lorenzo says that misfortune never come to her unless under the excuse of being the daughter of a non-believing Jew. So Lorenzo, first we have seen that Shylock, if he get a chance to go to heaven only because of her, only because of his daughter's noble virtues he can go to heaven. And the second one is that misfortune never dare come to her. Come to her means come to Jessica. And if misfortune comes to Jessica, then how it will come? Unless she do it under this excuse that she is issued to a faithless Jew. If misfortune comes to Jessica, that is only because of non-believing Jew, that is Shylock. Misfortune never come to Jessica, but if misfortune comes to Jessica, then that is because of Shylock's bad nature and his non-believing nature. So here he says, may misfortune never come to her unless under the excuse of being the daughter of a non-believing Jew. The first one, Shylock can go to heaven only because of Jessica, and the second one, misfortune can come to Jessica only because of Shylock, because of his bad qualities. Then he says to Graciano that, come, go with me, pursue this as the ghost. Now you come with me. Go with me means come with me, pursue this as the ghost. Read this letter as we go. Fair Jessica shall be my torchbearer. So now we get an idea about the torchbearer. Earlier, Lorenzo said to his friends that now you go and arrange for the masque. I will arrange a torchbearer. Now he says about the torchbearer. Who is the torchbearer here? Jessica. Because she will be dressed in a servant boy's dress code. That is why Lorenzo says that our torchbearer will be Jessica, so that they can deceive Shylock and it will make elopement plan very easy. That is why Lorenzo says, I have got the torchbearer, and indirectly the torchbearer means it is Jessica. So I hope that it is clear to you. So in this scene we had seen that some of the friends of Bassanio, Lorenzo, Graciano, Salanino and Saladino, they planned for a masque and they need a torchbearer. In that occasion, Launcelot comes with a letter By seeing the handwriting itself, Lorenzo understands the person who wrote the letter. Then Lancelot leaves the place and Lorenzo gives some commands to his friends and he has got a torch bearer. And then to Graciano, Lorenzo informs about the letter and the matters discussed in the letter. And what are the matters discussed in the letter? The first one is some of the instructions how Lorenzo should take Jessica from Shylock's house. And the second one it is about the money and the jewels that Jessica will take from Shylock's house, and the third one the dress code of Jessica. And then Lorenzo gives some ideas about Jessica. If Shylock can go to heaven, it is only because of Jessica. And if some misfortune can come to the life of Jessica, it is only because of the bad qualities of Shylock. And finally he says to Graciano that he has got a torchbearer, and who is the torchbearer? That is Jessica. So I hope that it is clear to you. Go through once again, and if there is any doubts, you can ask me and clarify your doubts. Thank you. Have a nice day.